everybody. This is the new, well, not really new, but the new to me, and relatively new to most of us, the 01 EDC mechanical. So I have the magnetic version of this, and for a while there you had the option you could buy this mechanical insert, the middle part. They are interchangeable, so the bodies work with the middle piece no matter whether it's mechanical or magnetic, which is pretty neat. But very pleased with this. What I'd like to do here is give you a quick review, just so if you're looking for quick information on this, we'll get that out of the way, and then take a little bit of a deeper dive and take it apart. I'm really taking it apart for the first time, although I have seen a few videos from our fellow reviewers out there. I have a little bit of faith because I am familiar, at least, with the magnetic version. So yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight. So to start out, what we'll just do is compare these two with each other, and for the most part they're about the same size. The only thing different about them is their thickness. I think we'll verify that here in a minute with the calipers. You can sort of see the mechanical, which is this one, appears to be a little bit thicker, but height and width are identical, and I sort of expected that because the bodies are exchangeable. I should be able to take this and put it over here, or vice versa. And they both happen to extend out to exactly the same length. The magnetic goes both ways. This, the mechanical, goes about half the distances for both levels in one direction, but then a full, it's actually 10 clicks. 10 clicks from here to here, 10 clicks from here to here. And you know what, I don't know if I've checked, I bet it's 5. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's check the bottom one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5.5. 5.5, 6 is what I kind of feel there. So it does sort of come out to be like half the distances of the other side. I like it. Even though it doesn't slide the same distance in both directions, it's still nice to either use it slowly, sort of rip through it and bring it back, and sometimes I bring it back all the way and then just pop it back to home. But honestly, the best thing is just to sort of take it easy. And you can slow it down with your own grip here by squeezing on the sides a little bit. Although that's the kind of a neat thing about mechanicals is it's not like a magnetic where if you give it a push, all of a sudden pop, it pops into the next location. With mechanicals, without any force at all, well, with a little force, you know what I mean, you can get it to move and it doesn't jump on you. It's just a different thing, I'm really liking it. I understand the mechanical attraction as opposed to magnetic, but I like them both. So, and especially since, if you didn't see the last video I just did last night, I talked about adding Teflon tape, which I've usually preached against using, except for the fact that I think, this one in particular, this slider in particular, has worn down enough that it has become a little bit scratchy, and I decided to try it out, and I did the minimal amount here, and these are just sort of scraps from some Teflon stickers that came with my carbon fiber, some inexpensive carbon fiber sliders. But anyhow, yeah, I'm really liking this one now that I have that tape in there. It's just like it was when it was brand new, really. Better, probably. And yeah, I don't know what else to tell you other than it feels good, it sounds good, It's not very loud. You could be... I don't think you'd want to take this into a meeting with you. Yeah, I think they'd start to look at you funny. But no, it is really, really sweet. So let's go ahead and we'll do measurements next. Alrighty. Mine is stainless steel. You can get this in different materials, different body styles, slightly different. So we got 102 grams. Let's compare that to the stainless steel magnetic. Ooh, lighter, 91, 92. So that's interesting. Dimension-wise, I'll keep this one handy because we're going to compare that. Let's see, height. I'm getting 45 on the nose. Width, 25 millimeters. And thickness, 15. So what did we say here for width? 25. 25, 45. 25, 45, just like we thought. Width is going to be a little, thickness is going to be a little less. 14. 14 instead of 15. Wow, a millimeter makes that much of a difference. Well, it's more like 1.5 millimeters, maybe closer to 2, but not much. That, I think the design, the body, gives it sort of a fuller appearance. With this one, you have the etching stuff done in a darker color, and it kind of takes away from the size of it, I think, and you get a quick look at it. But, yeah. Okay, next thing we'll do is comparisons. Okay, we've got some comparison to do. Comparisons. Here's the pig nose. It's about the same width. And about the same height, but not the same thickness. The old reliable CP3, which I also just added some tape to. We're just trying it out. Not sure how this is working out. Actually, yeah, I'm just not sure if that's the tape pulling apart there or what. We'll find out later. Size-wise, the 01's just a little bit taller, a little bit wider, and significantly thicker. And I've seen a lot of people pulling out their Gal Studio, what is it, the cube or the square? But I've been a fan of this since the beginning. Except for little things like that. It's a great slider. Width-wise, thickness-wise. Let's see, width-wise, height-wise. So there we go. Okay, now for the rest of the show, we're gonna take this thing apart, and maybe we'll try to change out the balls and see if that makes a big difference. A friend on Facebook said that I believe they're 3 millimeter balls in here right now, but he thinks that 4 millimeters might fit if I'm lucky. I have a couple different types of 4 millimeter balls, so we'll see what goes on there. This could be a long video, so please stick around, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, I think we could start with what comes in the mail, and it's nice packaging. I don't know what's up with the chicken with the mask on, but I do like the bear that they use, or at least the bear. I like that character a lot. Okay, let's get inside of this thing here. I'll just show you what came in the mail. This was really hard to take apart the first time. There's the bear. Real nice box. From 0 to 1. I normally don't do unboxings, but this is kind of special, so we'll just show you what came in the box. I got 2 stickers. I already have, I think, the full range of different colors they have for this. It's always nice to have a few more. I don't really use them, I just keep them. And then we got spare parts and some good screwdrivers. Big plus, thank you. It looks like you get an extra large screw, several extra small black screws, a couple extra springs. Oh, that's interesting. It looks like there's little caps for the spring. It looks like there's little brass caps for the spring. If I can get close enough for you to see that. We'll get it out here in a minute. But you know, the spring would go in, then the cap goes on, then the ball goes on. So that helps keep the ball nice and located. So good. Okay, that's what we got. Let's take all this stuff out. Okay, these are magnetic for some reason. Okay, we got a Phillips 0, what that is stamped with, and a T8. Then we got 2 springs, 2 balls. Those look like 3mm balls. A large screw, a large silver screw, that's a large silver screw, a smaller silver screw, and then 4 of the black small body screws that have a small little dab of blue Loctite on there. Don't let that worry when you put it together. It's just enough on there to keep it from unwinding on its own. It's still easy to take it in, to install it and take it out. And these are the little brass caps. That looks like the, it's probably hard to tell. That's the part the ball would fit into, and then that's the back surface that would go on the end of the spring. Okay, so we got 4 of those. Don't want to lose those. Okay. Okay, we're going to get into this. I think the first thing to do is take out the body screws. And that will require the Phillips. I'm just going to use the tools that they gave me. We'll see how it goes. Okay, that's good. Real good engagement with the tool and the screw. Look at that. Okay. We'll do this side, then I'll speed up the other side. We'll do this side at normal speed. Okay, well, it kind of helps that that's magnetic. Alright, so now I should be able to pop this cap right off without any worries. That's just a plate. Looks like it says some stuff on the inside if we can get a good reading on it. 01 EDC on the top. At the bottom it says SS for stainless steel 2023-04. So April maybe? Here we have the mechanical insert. One of the things we'll do once we take off the back then will be to take out this middle screw, and that'll allow us to get to the springs and balls. So let's go ahead and speed that part up. Okay, this side looks like the same information on this side. 01 EDC on the top, SS 2023-04 on the bottom. Okay, let's go ahead and attack the mechanical insert. It only goes so far in that direction, but flip it around, it goes the other way, the whole way. Oh, okay, we're going to get this T8 for the torque screw. We'll just do this one first. Okay, that's the big screw. I have one extra of those. Now, if I just lift this off, actually, no, it won't lift off because it slides off. I forget already. Let's go ahead and do this side. Yep, go so far and then the balls pop up here and sort of stop it from going anywhere else. So I think if I can work these down out of the way, just like that. Oh, fuck. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, we spared that one, but this side, the ball and the little brass plunger thing that sits on top shot over my left shoulder. Okay, one moment please. I'll tell you what, I'm a lucky fella tonight. I found all three in pretty short order. Okay, so put my glasses back on. Let's carefully remove the spring and ball and everything from over here. Put these guys. Well, now wait a minute. That spring's from something else. Ha! Okay, the springs were in here, so this is something. Well, I wonder where that came from. We'll find out some other time. Okay, so we got two springs, we got two balls. Actually, for crying out loud, that's not the ball I was looking for either. Christ, I went out on a mission and found a spring and a ball that have nothing to do with the project. One moment, please. Okay, well, we're gonna have to use one of these replacement balls because I can't find the other ball. The only thing that little adventure did successfully find, which I'm really happy about actually, is that little brass cap. I don't want to lose those. I've only got 4 extra. So, okay. I was wondering if those went the whole way through. You know, if there would be a ball and spring on the opposite side of it, but it's not. So it'll be the same on the opposite side. So I'll tell you what. For right now, we're just going to pause. Okay, well, considering that, I don't see the point in taking this side apart just yet. I think if we're going to try changing out the balls, we'll just try it on this side first. So that happens to be one thing that I did not bring over here with me. So we'll do that next. Okay, I got some balls now. I've just brought over 4. You know, I've been calling these ceramic and these silicone nitride. And until I saw one of our other fellow reviewers there the other day, I didn't realize that these are zirconium oxide. So that's what we got. And I also have what's left of, these are 4mm nylon balls that I bought from Amazon. And I'm just keeping them. I mean, I've got a lot of other ones that are nylon 4mm, but I'm keeping these separate because theoretically they all came from the same batch. They're all pretty equal and all that. So let's just see. The friend on Facebook mentioned that I should try 4mm balls, but that they may or may not fit because perhaps the holes don't line up. I'd like to try the black ones first. Well, no, that's sticking up. That doesn't fit. That doesn't fit. That's not going to go down in there at all. I wonder if he means, could that possibly be right? No, I don't see it. If you can look down in there yourself, there's not much room for that ball, let alone, maybe he meant, I think it came with 3mm balls. Let's find out. Okay, let's see what they came with. Whoa. Yeah, I need new calipers. Come on, baby. These are Harbor Freight specials. 2.63. What kind of weirdness is that? 2.63. I'm not sure I have any other balls that are that size. 2.63. Okay. It is what it is. I wanted to grab the digital calipers because I figured these would not be accurate enough. We don't want to eyeball this. Okay. I'm going to see what I have that comes close to this size. Closest I have is 4mm. They ought to fit. Okay, I found some 4mm. 3mm. If I said 4mm just a second ago, that was incorrect. Let's get rid of these 4mm balls, because they won't fit. Pretty darn sure. And I imagine the silicone nitride will probably be similar to the steel. So let's go for an immediate contrast of the softer nylon balls and see what that's like. This could be a little tricky. Yeah, tweezers would be very helpful here in this situation. I may end up having to get mine out. Okay, they're both on there. I'm going to call those the brass caps. There's one ball. There's a two ball. Now, put this back on. Somehow I've got to push those down. I guess I'll just use my thumb. Okay. I heard a little snap, and they stopped right inside of the holes for the screws. That's good. I don't want to force it. I'm going to use the pointy object of the Phillips 0 with a little bit of pressure. Just a little bit of pressure. There's one. There's two. Okay. Let's just put this on temporarily. We'll put the back on too. Won't matter if the screws aren't all together. But I want to isolate this top part. What do I think? Oh, she's locked up. You know what? We really don't need to have these on at all. But I pushed it too far and it went back into these screw holes. That's why it locked up. Good, that's a relief. I thought that maybe something happened there. Okay. So does this feel different on the plastic side? See if you can hear a difference. Those are the plastic or the nylon balls. And these will be the steel balls. Okay, it sounds a little crisper to me. It feels a little crisper. A little louder maybe. Let's go back to nylon. Oh, definitely dulled it. Does it feel any less rigid? No, I can't really. I'd have to spend a little bit of time with it, I think, before I could give you a good verdict on that. Whether it feels a lot different. It does feel deadened. You know, the metal side, this is the steel, so steel ball side now. This is crisper, louder, clickier, a little bit more responsive. Nylon balls now. Ah, I did it again. Pushed it too far. Let that be a lesson to you. Okay, let's close this back up. Okay, let's do the steel side again. Flip it over, do the nylon side. Yeah, quieter, softer, less rigid. Okay, that's interesting. All right, let's try the silicone nitride balls. Okay, we got in there. I got myself a pair of tweezers. These guys flipped over and put back in place. Oh, I was just about to say much easier with tweezers. Yeah, let's get it done before we brag about it. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to try the silicone nitride balls. Again, let's just check this again. They look, to my eye, they look at least bigger than the ones that they came with. So the ones it came with, again, because I can't remember, for my own sake here, we're going to measure it. 2.62. And the balls that we're trying out are 2.87. Oh, jumped up to the wrong, way high. Try it again here. Jesus Christ. Harbor Freight. What a bargain. 2.89. Okay, so they're a little bit different, but they fit. So anywhere around 3 millimeters, but 4 millimeters for me is too big. Maybe my friend on Facebook had some upper range between 3 and 4 millimeters, somewhere in between there that fit. But now we're going to try the silicone nitride balls. See if there's any difference between those. Whoop. Okie dokie. Once again, I'm just going to push down on these with my thumb. Oh, I lost a ball. Okay, give me 1 minute. Well, you won't believe me, but while I was out on the hunt for this ball, I found one of the original ones I lost earlier. So, and here's the other one. I'll put off to the side. So we got our 2 black ones back. Let's do this again, but with a little bit more care. Apparently I didn't use enough care the first time. I'm going to push this straight down. Oh, I can see where the problem is at. It's kind of wobbly as I try to push it down. I'm not sure how to get around that except to just try to do it as straight down as possible. And now I'm in. My thumb's pushing down the whole way. I can feel everything's inside. I'm going to push this forward. Now it's snapped into the place of the 2 screw holes. I can use the pointy part of this screwdriver. Again, apply a little bit of pressure this way. That one going. Oh, there, now they're in. Okay, so let's do the same comparison we just did with the nylon balls. We'll have to keep track of what we're doing here. This side is the silicone nitride. This side is the stainless steel that came with it. So, okay, steel. Steel feels a little softer, actually. This feels crisper. I like that. I really like that. Okay, so I don't have any zirconium oxide or the white ceramic balls. I would try some of those if I had them, but they're probably fairly close to these black silicone nitride balls. I mean, they're both ceramic, but I would imagine you'll get a crisper result. That seems crisper to me than this. This feels quite different now, actually. And I think I'm going to stick with Unfortunately, though, I don't know if I have any extra. I think that those might have been the only two. We'll say three. We'll call them 3mm. The only two 3mm balls in that in that zirconium oxide, not zirconium oxide, blah blah blah. Silicone nitride, the black balls. I only had two of them. Maybe I'll scrounge around later and find the other ones, but I like that better. I like that better than the steel balls it came with. That sounds a lot crisper and feels a lot crisper than this. Okay, interesting. Well, there's a tip for you. I mean, if you want nice and crisp, go with, try ceramics. If you want a little less crisp, you could stick with the steel balls that came with it. And if you want to go with even softer, you could try nylon balls. And unfortunately, I don't have, like I said, I don't have any white zirconium oxide balls to try out. But, yeah, I don't know why I was worried about which side was going to be which, because we had the screw unscrewed from this side and not this side. So, yeah, I'm gonna leave those in and put it back together, and then we'll try it with these on and just see how that goes. Okay, before we do anything else, we're gonna put this middle screw back in. So let's do that. That's the Torx screw. Let's see, does this... Okay, it goes down to a certain depth, and then I'm just going to snug it down. Okay, that's good. It's not pinching. I was worried that it was pinching on this plate, but it's not pinching the plate at all. In fact, you know, now that I look at it, it doesn't pinch this plate at all, because it's not sitting in a slot, really. I mean, it is sitting in a slot, but this is just acting as a stop. You see how it stops it? It's not actually holding this top plate down. The top plate is being held down by the fact that it's dovetailed and holding on to the middle piece here. If we look at this three pieces, this top piece is holding on to the middle piece by means of the rails on the sides. That's what's holding it down. This screw has nothing to do with holding it down. All it has to do with is limiting which way it goes. And of course, if you slide it too far without that, the balls go flying. Okay, so let's see if we can figure out how to remember that the zirconium ones, I think it'll be easy to tell the difference though. That's zirconium. Yeah, that's stainless. Not zirconium. Silicone nitride, the black silicone nitride balls. That's what these are. These are the stainless steel balls that came with it. So let's keep that on top here. And what if I put this back on? Is that the right direction? Not really. I kind of want it... There, that's how it came. That's how it came. So we want to put that side on like that, and that side on like that. And now we know that the side, the face plate that has the 01 EDC on it is the silicone nitride side. So I will go ahead now and put the screws back in. Okay, so we've got everything back together now. Yes. Do you hear that nice clingy, clangy sound? This is the top. This is just the top rail. Get in focus here. All right. All right. This is the steel side now. Let's try this. you can actually hear the spring in there on the silicone nitride side. On this side, the steel side, it's dull. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still good. These are the balls that it came with. But this side, I don't know if the microphone's going to pick up on it or not very well. I hope this is in focus, for crying out loud. If it's picking it up well, then it would be, it should sound a little chimey almost. So I like that. That's, I guess that's what it comes down to is the black silicone nitride balls, for me, are going to be the best choice for this. I just got to find 2 more now. So I hope that was useful, and watch those springs and balls, man, because I'm lucky I found anything. And to be honest with you, did you notice there's a brass cap missing and a spring missing? During the filming here, they both took a hike somewhere out this way, but I'll find them. I'm going to go on the hunt. Be careful for that. Do this indoors. And let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.